Hey, this is Seb, and Grand Branch is coming closer to the release of version 10.33. Today, we're taking a look at what Blackfoot Studios have been teasing, and we're going to talk about what to expect from the next update of Grand Branch. If you don't know, Grand Branch is a tactical shooter with emphasis on realism and the authentic old-school tactical gameplay. It pays homage to the old legends like Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon. The developers have been sharing new information, and let's take a look at what's to come. According to the dev blog Intel report, Grand Branch 10.33 is being set up with a new system that allows for dynamic sky and weather effects. From the report we can see what looks to be a pretty advanced system you can play around with that has a lot of different settings. This means things like clouds, moonlight and stars will make its way back into the game. I believe this will make night ops more interesting, and with 10.33 we are getting updated night vision effects. That's right, the GP Energy 18 or Quad Nods panoramic night vision goggles are finally making its way into the game, along with a number of enhancements to the overall night vision and infrared laser effects. This has undoubtedly been a highly requested feature in the community and is now officially coming for you guys to play around with. But as many of you probably know, the enemy AI has near perfect eyesight at night. This has made playing night operations against AI basically its own difficulty setting. Blackfoot has been prototyping a logic to read pixels and check them for brightness. That is then hooked up to a render capture component attached to the AI, which will be taking snapshots of all of the lighting currently affecting players. The idea is that if you're caught in one of these snapshots and the brightness reading is above a certain value, you will be detected and the AI reacts. If it stays below the threshold, the AI is told to ignore your presence. This, coupled with better night vision effects, will maybe finally make night missions more realistic and fun to play. Another point is that Blackfoot themselves has said that after the release of 10.33, they will resume AI development with the new AI plugin Kythera. A plugin that will undoubtedly bring a big upgrade to the Grand Branch AI. We will just have to wait and see what the future holds after 10.33. Grand Branch is a game with high amounts of customization, and now that extends to Velcro patches. These Velcro patches you can place on your character's shoulders and on your character's headgear. In time, these patches will also be available to put on your vest. Another cool feature is tint selection, so not only will there be full color patches, but also tan, green and grayscale tint. Continuing with customization, in 10.33 we will get new character heads, and beards will finally make their comeback. From these renders that I have on the screen right now, it looks like we'll be getting quite a few new options as well. This is many ways a small gimmick, but I know many appreciate the extra level of customization available here. I think it's one of the many reasons we play Grand Branch and why we rate it so highly. Now let's talk about weapons. The M1911A1 is coming to Grand Branch, and it will be accompanied by a T-Rant 45S suppressor. This is a modern 1911 that features a pig-thin rail, so you can put on lights and lasers, and it has a threaded barrel for the T-Rant. It is sort of an iconic 1911 style pistol that has been used by American Special Forces, so it's pretty nice of the developers in Blackfoot to include this. Continuing with aesthetically pleasing tools, the Scar Age is coming. The Mark 17 will initially come in two versions, with a shorter 13-inch barrel, a CQC version, and a designated marksman's rifle with a standard 16-inch barrel and a Midwest Industries handguard rail extension. Furthermore, it looks like the M24 sniper rifle will be making its appearance in this update. For Russian weaponry, there is the Russian PMM pistol and the AKS-74U remake with both stock and modern Zenitco parts. There is also an SPD remake in both polymer and wood. Now, these weapons will be added as individual pre-built configs, but you will be able to swap out parts like stocks and handguards down the line when the developers have set things up to support that level of modularity. Together with these new assets, there's of course new audio, there's new animations, and there's new visual effects. That's right, Blackfoot has hired a new visual effects artist, and they are doing new bullet impacts and explosion particles. Hopefully this is just the start of many more visual effects updates to the game over the next couple of months. Moving on to maps, Storage Facility has been receiving a makeover, and you might see a brand new map called Docks. New maps and upgrades to the existing maps in Ground Branch is always a welcome addition, and it gives us the players many more fun arenas to play around in. And finally, there has been optimizations to the weapons and the audio. Now let's talk about what's to expect going forward with this project. The dev team has been growing. They have a publisher with microprose and the player count is on the rise. The game has never been in a better state and has been on the rise since the massive 1042 update. I've always been a firm believer in the project, and it looks like the game is finally picking up some more traction. With deeper levels of customizations on guns and equipment, I believe Ground Branch will stand as a shining example that you can make a game grounded in how things used to be, without paid cosmetics, live services, loot crates and all the things plaguing modern day shooters. It is truly a refreshing visit to the past of old guard of tactical shooters. With that, I'm very much looking forward to the update. But how about you? What do you think about Ground Branch? Leave a comment and consider subscribing for more coverage on Ground Branch updates. That's all from me. From me to you, stay safe.